Man, has this been a crazy winter for weather. Today, maybe you can see it, we're up here at 36 Fahrenheit. But yesterday morning, we were down here at -4 Fahrenheit. So in one day, if you go with Celsius, that's -20 to +3 or 4. Like huge temperature swings. And it's raining today. And like I say, yesterday it was froze up tighter than a drum. So, and that's just recently. It did the same thing last week, and sometimes before that. So, it's pretty much, well, you can see there's not much snow on the ground right where I am, where normally there would be. But even if the snow shark was working there wasn't any, hasn't been any work for him. But you got to watch out though, because I got ice where it drips off the awning here. So yeah, it's been a nasty winter for like ice on sidewalks and things like that. You really got to be on your toes driving. You never know what it is from one day to the other. So I don't recall a winter like this. That's very strange. But and then, you know, like, I don't know, maybe yesterday or it could even be today, they're getting like 10 inches of rain in Washington State, and I don't know, down in New Mexico it's still pretty dry, and some places are getting flooded and others are dry. And you know, I know you know, weather's not the same everywhere. We always have different events. But the other thing, wind picking up there just reminded me, this has been the windiest fall and winter that I can remember. Like last week, I believe it was, we had like this storm go through that, you know, what, 60, 70 mile an hour winds, something like that. And that's not the first one. There's been all kinds of them. And I read a thing that said that there's been more tornadoes in Ontario in the past year than there has been in Oklahoma, Tornado Alley. So yeah, the weather's definitely changing. So got my trailer tipped up there to help drain the snow out. I shoveled it out once the other day there, just trying to protect it there, because the old 1954 plywood there rotted out a few years ago because it had it up there under that tree and dumped leaves in it, and it was like growing a garden in the bottom of the trailer there. So now I got steel in it, galvanized steel in it, so hopefully she's all good. But yeah, so it hasn't been very conducive weather to be outside working on motors. So, and then I finally dragged this guy off of the lawn there. I took it off there because I was going to build that the Briggs 5432 there, and I've actually got the motors all lined up, but the weather kind of got ahead of me there, and you know, it's just too cold to be hooking couplings and stuff up outside. And even if I did that, I still got to build the intake manifold, so that means cutting and welding and stuff like that. And not that I don't do any of it. I was out here just yesterday doing some stuff, even at, you know, -20. So it doesn't stop me, but it slows me down a lot. So these days I'm mainly messing around with that mini mill that I got, trying to get it to learn about it and get it working right. So I'm keeping busy, that's for sure. I just got done changing the oil in my car. Normally I do that in October, but things kind of got away from me, and certainly don't do it in January as I did today. But again, it's, you know, it's up above freezing, so you go with what the weather does there. I got one lawnmower, that self-propelled one I got going. I got it sitting up on the picnic table there, trying to keep it off the ground so it doesn't rot out. I think that'll be a fairly safe area for it. But yeah, just out enjoying the weather. I like to get outside on the weekend as much as I can. At least the days are getting a bit longer now, so I'm actually driving home into the sunset instead of into blackness. So that's good. So all in all, everything's starting to look up if we could get rid of this crazy weather here. So anyway, everybody take care and have a good one.